Francisco was living the good life. He had a hot tub and a personal stylist within a casino penthouse, a yacht with a captain who all of a sudden wanted to hang out all the time, several apartments, several styles of pants, several wheel spins a week to keep things interesting. We weren't looking for peace anymore, we had found it through meditation, safe spaces, and motorcycle rides, and now the world wasn't a place hiding peace away, but a place to spread peace throughout. Or so I hoped. In fact, having thrived in this world this long had caused a well-to-do Francisco to attract an endless barrage of phone calls, texts, and emails.
Don't ask how I got this number.
His progress had increased his assets and as such had attracted cold call opportunists the city over. Bounty hunting opportunities, repossession work, demolition derby workshops, and unrequested harassment of financial institutions. I was able to pick out amidst the noise a text from Francisco's friend Lester asking to meet up, and although I had no intention to move forward on that bank heist he had tried to start on, it seemed a wonderful opportunity to visit a friend and see how he was doing.
Made some rank though.
On the way to meet Lester, Agatha called to let Francisco know the casino was having financial troubles and wanted his help resolving them.
There could be a significant dividend in it for you.
Lester, on the other hand, was not having financial problems and instead had the confidence that sometimes comes with that.
I have more money than I could ever spend.
But Lester's phone had been hacked by the competitors of the casino, who were now asking the two of us to rob it. I was happy that Francisco was invited to these exciting extracurriculars, meeting fun new people and getting fresh air. It helped us feel connected to the many going-ons around the town, even though they were slightly revenge-oriented. But it was unlikely we would pursue these endeavors because I liked the casino, and surely amassing another fortune would just lead to more harassing phone calls. I was planning on visiting some other friends. Solomon had a robbery problem, Gerald was texting, I wanted to stop by a gas station guy, and of course, a visit to the yacht was on the docket to see what the captain was so excited about. But on the way downtown, I was prompted by a free-roam purple pop-up. Hunt the Beast will begin shortly. Press E to have a chance of becoming the Beast. I wasn't sure what any of that meant, although I have to admit becoming the Beast sounded fun, and perhaps after becoming the Beast I would have the option of becoming some sort of Peace Beast. So I pressed E, there were 10 other players around, and I figured it was unlikely anything would happen anyway. But of course Francisco then became the Beast, donning a Beast face Leatherman jacket and a Beast face.
Oh man.
I was told by a new purple pop-up that I needed to visit landmarks without getting killed to gain cash and reputation rewards, and it was not the plot of any Beast-related story I had heard before. I was also told that as the Beast I would be stronger and faster, while I was paying more attention to the terrified people who were running in any direction to get away from me. The Beast, by simply existing, sent nearby people and drivers into a hysteria. I captured the first checkpoint without a problem, and with the timer counting down I felt the need to drive efficiently, especially as I followed traffic laws and painfully long traffic lights. After rushing through a yellow light, I was thrown off by my GPS and a confusing stoplight configuration. It was the fear of others, behaving in erratic and dangerous ways, that was making their world worse. He was behaving incredibly predictably, any observer would be able to safely avoid him. But their choice to panic and respond haphazardly to the situation caused injury and chaos. Fortunately, the tooltip was truthful, and Francisco walked off what seemed like one of the worst things that's ever happened to him. Other players would be alerted to my position as I continued to capture flags, one on the lawn of a cozy one-story house, one in the driveway, a cozy two-story house, one at the valet of the casino, under the train tracks, near the train tracks, one in a business parking lot, one in an industrial lot, leaving the last one way up near the amphitheater. I did feel an incredible responsibility, because although I had become something of an invulnerable person, I couldn't stop others from getting hurt, and by continuing to exist I was reducing the overall peace of the system. And even though it seemed like the law was no longer interesting to people, I continued to peacefully wait for the traffic signal. In this part of town I rarely visit. I had become accustomed to people fleeing by now, and although it did make it safer, I was looking forward to making the left turn and getting this whole event over with. cue the adage, be careful what you wish for. One swift rocket from a player on a flying motorcycle would end the adventure, and Francisco would thankfully be restored to his former humanity. The Peace Beast experience would only last 17 minutes in total, but Francisco would be granted $14,000 and 1,900 reputation points for his performance. I summoned a taxi to visit Solomon, except I accidentally told the taxi driver Simeon, and the universe was quick to address my mistake. I would continue to run my friend errands for the rest of the night, but as I did, I reflected on my beasthood and how by simply existing I had affected so much. I was affecting people I couldn't see. I was endangering the lives of people who were quick to fear. My decisions were affecting everyone around me, and the responsibility of being the beast wasn't something I was going to take lightly. I had found myself in what has been an endless struggle, faithfully accepting the opportunity presented, but also wanting to contort it to meet my personal goals, and peacefully. It isn't an easy battle, but it's not one I have any intent of abandoning. Gerald wanted me to buy some weapons and armor to protect a transaction of some sort, but I decided to pass because it was getting late and also I didn't want to do it. Instead, I made some upgrades to the motorcycle, buying the next level of armor as some sort of myth of protection for the next beast mode. I also, while browsing, accidentally bought a jazz horn, completely blasting through my Peace Beast cache. I didn't know if I would ever be the beast again, but it was apparent that no matter where I went or what I did, my decisions would affect more than just myself. And with that kind of wisdom, I decided it was time to go back to school.